Governor DeSantis at FIU
very smart people
talks on an increase in cancer research funding and the race for chief of state. Caplin News is live. Breakup 2.0.
Everyone can have a good time.
The newest rules set in place for spring breakers in South Beach. Wanting justice.
How did Daddy die?
A family seeks answers after a shooting left one man dead. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Jason Hara.
And I'm Dylan Bazay, and today is Monday, March 3rd, 2025.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
A sore fellow stopped for Florida's governor, and he wasn't alone. Governor Ron DeSantis touched down at FIU on Friday to announce investments in cancer research.
He was asked about the 2026 governor's race following a key endorsement by President Trump last week, and rumors are circulating that his wife, First Lady Casey DeSantis, will run. We bring you live now to Caplin's Anthony Cruz, who is on FIU's MMC campus.
Okay, cue.
Dylan and Jason, it seems like we've gotten an answer, but not an official announcement just yet. And this was after Governor Ron DeSantis was seen to be against President Trump's pick in Naples Congressman Byron Donalds, which means that if the First Lady does end up running, we will likely see Trump versus DeSantis too, but this time in the 2026 Florida governor's race. Governor Ron DeSantis announcing a significant increase in cancer research across the state of Florida and at FIU in one of its research labs Friday afternoon.
with this innovation grant program. We're investing in very smart people that are involved in researching, the scientists, the healthcare professionals who want to find treatments for cancer, but ultimately a cure.
The governor said that First Lady Casey DeSantis has helped spearhead these efforts. A survivor of breast cancer herself, she sent a message to families suffering from it.
And know this, if I can stand here and I can fight for you, know that there is hope, and fight for yourself and fight for your loved ones.
And when asked a question on everyone's minds, she answered,
Well, I would say one thing, to quote the late, great Yogi Berra, when you come to a fork in the road, take it.
I've had people coming up to me for years begging to get her in the fray because I think you see with her presentation. I mean, she's passionate, she's articulate, she's smart.
The governor continued by saying that his wife is more conservative than him. Reporting for Caplin News live from FIU's MMC campus, I'm Anthony Cruz.
A family in mourning after their son, who was riding an ATV, was gunned down and are seeking justice. Caplin's Laura Iglesias brings us more on what occurred for this man to be laid to rest.
And I'm the one that witnessed my son lying in the blood on the ground dead.
A mother in anguish after her son was gunned down 1 week ago in Winter Garden, Florida. Jaquin Williams was also a father of 3 young children.
And I don't know what to tell my 6-year-old son when he asks, how did Daddy die? Why isn't Daddy here anymore?
The family is now represented by civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who is questioning what led up the shooting.
The question is, who else has accountability in this matter? And that's what we're seeking here today.
Williams was killed while riding his ATV near the Bay Point Apartments. Police say it came at the hands of Rolf Hensel, who was lying in wait before shooting Williams as he rode past on his ATV. Crump says Hensel did maintenance for the complex and told us people who live there say he previously threatened ATV riders.
If he had been threatening them before and they did nothing about it, then Jaquin's blood is on their hands too.
According to investigators, Hensel admitted killing the victim and is being held without bond on a charge of first-degree murder. As the case moves towards trial, Crump is calling for transparency.
I want everybody to be able to stand up as a community and say we stood up for justice. We stood up for accountability. And so his death won't be in vain.
Reporting for Caplin News, I'm Laura Iglesias.
Hamas is calling Israel's move to stop all humanitarian aid from going into Gaza, quote, a cheap blackmail and a war crime. This comes after phase 1 of the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas expired, with Hamas refusing a U.S.-backed extension to the initial plan that Israel supports and insisted on, advancing into the second phase.
If Hamas thinks that the ceasefire can continue, or that it can benefit from the terms of Phase A without us receiving hostages, it is deeply mistaken.
An Israeli spokesperson says that the fragile Gaza ceasefire will not continue without the release of more Israeli hostages, while the Prime Minister's office warns of additional consequences.
Pope Francis is still being treated for pneumonia, but no longer needs a breathing machine. The Pope is getting oxygen and remains in stable condition, though he's not out of danger just yet. Tonight, a Vatican cardinal will lead a rosary at St. Peter's Square, where people have been praying and gathering for his recovery.
Spring break has officially kicked off on Ocean Drive, but the city is putting a stop to all partygoers and rowdy crowds after previous years of chaos. Caplin News reporter Valentina Gaspari has more on the reality check and what that means for businesses on South Beach.
Starting in these next days, South Beach will start to look a little different as the measures from the city of Miami Beach for spring break start to take effect. I spoke to a restaurant owner who tells me these rules are not in her favor.
The city of Miami Beach is sending a clear message to spring breakers this year.
We broke up with spring break. Some people ask, are you getting back together? No, we're done. We are done.
Don't feel unsafe at all.
Everyone can have a good time.
A reality check from last year's breakup coming with serious rules.
You're drinking in public. That's not allowed. The speaker, that's not allowed.
$100 parking fees, garage closures, DUI checkpoints, heavy police presence, limited beach access, curfews, and a non-resident towing rate of $532.
Everything that they're doing is not beneficial for anyone in small business.
Stephanie Vittori is the owner of Cheeseburger Baby, a burger joint on Washington Avenue since 2001. She believes the city has gone too far with the level of strictness.
Them doing this curfew crap and everything else, it's ridiculous. It's like, we're not 12.
Vittori says sales went down 50% last March, and with more rules and less crowds.
How will these new measures impact your business?
My staff has less hours. My bread guy's not making money either. My Cisco girl isn't making money. My Chano girl, it all goes, it's a snowball effect.
She is taking matters into her own hands.
I'm going into my personal money now that I've worked the last 20 years for to put back in, to keep it afloat.
It's clear the city of Miami Beach does not want rowdy crowds. But for a restaurant that has become a staple for over 20 years, Vittori says there are better ways the city can welcome those who come to party.
Put marketing dollars into how to support the beach, how to make it better.
This reality check will take place the whole month of March. Miami Beach Mayor Stephen Miner saying safety is their top priority for visitors and residents. In Miami Beach, I'm Valentina Gaspari, Caplin News.
Roll up the red carpet, a recap of last night's Oscars award show.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
Weekend launches Dinos Among Us. It's going to be a great attraction.
Zoo Miami gets prehistoric with their dinosaur exhibit. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Every day,
Millions of people are connecting
and even though we're overcoming obstacles,
watching each other's backs,
and banding together.
we should still make an effort.
We should still make an effort
to get to know each other,
on a deeper level. Father,
cosplayer,
mentor,
actor.
it's time we take a step forward
It's time we take a step forward
Come together
and discover
how accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
Dino Zoo, the world of dinosaurs brought to life in Miami-Dade. Zoo Miami has turned into a Jurassic Park for the next few months.
You may be right, Dylan, and Caplin's Hannah Spence has more on the dinosaurs.
Hello everyone, I'm here at a sneak peek preview at Zoo Miami's Dinos Among Us, a great interactive exhibit that brings us back billions of years when dinosaurs roamed this earth.
From now until September 14th, Zoo Miami will be bringing us back in time with Dinos Among Us, an exhibit featuring animatronic dinosaurs such as the mighty Tyrannosaurus Rex and sauropods, as well as many fun activities.
This weekend launches Dinos Among Us. It's going to be a great attraction where we've got over 20 different types of dinosaurs and prehistoric predators that come here. Kids can listen to the music, they can interact.
The family-friendly attraction has something for everyone, such as a prehistoric scavenger hunt aimed at children, while others will appreciate learning facts about the animals that used to rule the earth.
Also, we have a new scavenger hunt that we've never had before, again, for people to interact with the dinosaurs, to make sure they've seen them all, to collect a cool prize while supplies last. We have a research station that's brand new.
Dinos Among Us only comes around once every few years because it is so costly. Some of the creatures can even be spotted where modern animals can usually be found.
So you can come out here all day long. We're going to have some roaming characters during this weekend. We've got a Tyrannosaurus Rex. We've got another one where you can take pictures. You can meet Ellie, our mascot's going to come out here too. You can meet those people. So there's all kinds of events. They're going to have meet and greets with some reptiles coming out. Some of our ambassador reptiles will come out throughout the weekend at certain times.
With interactive games and animatronic creatures at every corner, this year's Dinos Among Us is one you don't want to miss. I'm Hannah Spence with Caplin News.
It was a big night in entertainment as Hollywood handed out its Academy Awards. Wicked stars Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande started the show with a medley of songs. Zoe Saldana from the film Emilia Perez got emotional after receiving Best Supporting Actress Oscar. Meanwhile, the indie film Andorra won 5 awards. They were Picture, Director, Lead Actress, Editing, and Original Screenplay. You are watching Newsbreak, and we are coming right back.
I could really use a new tablet. I just don't have the money.
Let me ask you something. Do you have a Pell Grant?
Yes?
You do know you can get a free tablet, right?
Did you say free?
Yeah, free. It's simple. And the application is done in the store.
I could really use a tablet.
Go, get one. Another satisfied customer. Stop by Panthertech in the Graham Center at FIU MMC today to speak with one of our associates to get your free tablet.
Type 2 diabetes can have a big impact on your life. But how can it be prevented? Well, the first step is knowing if you have something called prediabetes. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Jason Harrow.
And I'm Dylan Bazet, and you can get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.